Oh, morning, guys. I'm so ill. I've got a cough. I've got runny nose, blocked nose, a croaky throat. So I do apologise if I'm coughing and sniffing and doing all that kind of stuff on here today. But I just really wanted to kind of talk about um, obviously what it was like in hospital when I got sectioned, and yeah, just continue talking about this topic. I hope you've all enjoyed listening to the my other episodes, and yeah, if you haven't listened to it, please feel free. Um, they're not very long; they're about 10 minutes long, and just if you can, just give it a listen, and if it helps or resonates with you, I know not everybody's done bodybuilding, but obviously, like I will talk more about mental health and stuff like that, and yeah, hopefully that can help people in the long run. Yeah, so being sectioned was difficult. I don't know if anyone has been sectioned on here or at all. But yeah, I'm sure there are tons of people that can relate to this, as I'm sure I'm not the only person, that's been in hospital for my mental health. It was quite scary for me. It was definitely an experience. The first time I don't really remember much of it. That was a time in my life where I feel like that was a complete blur. Do not remember anything. And I think that's just the trauma of obviously like of what's happened to me and stuff like that. But yeah, the second time I do remember, and that was in 2019. The first time, I just remember feeling like absolutely traumatized, that I couldn't believe, like, I've gone from doing all that, living a normal life, to being completely, like, I just felt like my life was fucked. Like, I couldn't believe that I was in hospital. And I didn't really understand what was going on. Like, I just felt like it felt like prison. And obviously I've never been in prison. So yeah, definitely never been in prison. But it just felt like that sort of environment. Like, I just remember there were girls there with, like, oh god, my brain's not working today. Sorry, guys. With self harm scratches on their wrists and stuff like that, and it absolutely terrified me because I thought, God, like, I just felt on edge. I felt like, oh God, what if one of these have got a blade? Like, what if one of them are gonna like hurt me? And it is that sort of like environment. It's scary. Like, you're in a hospital with loads of people that have got loads of different kind of like disorders and their own mental health struggles. Like, you just don't know what anyone is capable of, really, which I think is quite bad and scary, that they put kind of like, well, to be fair, actually, I don't know, that's not true, because the second time I was sectioned, I was with a load of girls that had psychosis. Sorry, I can't get my words out today. That had psychosis as well. So that was kind of like, I was going to say, if they'd put people with different kind of like mental health problems together, then I think, I don't know, that's just my view. I think it wouldn't be a good idea. But people that have got the kind of like the similar sort of mental health disorder, I think that's kind of like better. Sorry. So yeah, it just kind of like was difficult. The second time I can talk more about, because I remember a bit more. But I was kind of like, I was so underweight. I was so um, just ill. I couldn't really string a sentence together. I couldn't. I didn't know who people were. I was getting things muddled up. I was imagining things that weren't happening. I wouldn't, like, for example, when I was psychotic, I was thinking, like, of course, obviously, where I'd wanted to win the show, I was thinking, I'm a world champion, I'm a British champion. And I kept saying to my mum, I'm a British champion, I've won, like, where's all my money? Like, where's all my money? And she's like saying to me, like, Sophie, you haven't won the show. You became top third. She was trying to like obviously explain to me, you're not a British champion, and there's no money. Like, yeah. Sorry, like I needed to be told the truth, but yeah, it wasn't resonating. It wasn't sitting with me. Sorry, not resonating. But it wasn't sitting with me, and yeah, like obviously when I think back now, it was quite like it's quite sad and it's quite funny certain things. Like I would get up at 6 a.m. every morning, go to the shop, get some alcohol, drink on the streets. Yeah, like there was a lot of things that I was doing. This was obviously before I was sectioned, when obviously my family realised that I needed to get some help and go and get put away for a little while, so while I kind of recovered and regained my mental health. But yeah, it was really really sad. The things that I would do. I won't talk too much about like the things I got up to, because there was a lot of um I don't know how to explain it, like rebellish behaviour. And I think the reason why I turned like that as well is because I was under such a strict program for such a long time, and I didn't really go out, I didn't really drink, I didn't smoke, I didn't do any of that. Didn't take drugs, didn't do anything. And when I stopped bodybuilding and my mental health went like done a 360, my brain just completely flipped. I started smoking weed. I started drinking on the street, sitting on my neighbour's front thing, front outside bit. Sorry, I just got a notification. Yeah, sitting outside my neighbour's lawn, just kind of like not really aware of what the hell I was doing, like bringing weed into my mum's house, like smoking it. This is obviously like my experience and the things that I was doing, but I was doing a lot of like rebellious shit, just like obnoxious behaviour. And it was just kind of like crazy, really. And I was like, how? No, obviously, I wasn't thinking that at the time, but realistically, you think like, how the hell have you gone from like being so fit and so like having your life together to like literally it going literally like down the pan, like within like, yeah, just like that. And it just was, yeah, it's a weird thing to go through psychosis. And I got the help that I needed. I was sectioned, like I said, for 5 weeks, and I had my review. Obviously, there was a day where I was in hospital, and I kind of don't know how I got out of it. I just remember I slept the whole time I was in hospital, and I can't stress enough that when you're in hospital, and this is what worked for me, is to don't let anyone else's shit get in your head. Like, because obviously you're in the hospital with like loads of different. This is gonna sound like a bit nasty, but people that like crazy people, let's just say, and some people are a lot worse than you, and that's like, it's sad, but it's facts. And some people are like really really unwell, and they do need to be in hospital. But I just slept, I pushed through it. I was like, I'm gonna get out of here, I need to be with my family, I need to go out, I need to go home. I can't do this, like it's scaring me, I don't want to be in here. And yeah, so I just slept, and yeah, I can honestly like say, one day I just went to the nurse, I just went, oh, I'm ready to go home, I'm better. And then it's like my head just went from being like all over the place to just kind of like coming round, and one day I was fine. But yeah, that's just, sorry, I'm running out of time, because obviously I only do like 10-minute long videos, but I'm going to continue this, and we're going to talk about it more um in the next episode. But yeah, this was just brief, obviously, about being in hospital. So yeah, if anyone's experienced being in hospital for their mental health, drop a comment, give me a follow, drop me a message, and we can chat a bit more about obviously your experience. And yeah, hopefully this helped. Sorry, it was really brief and really quick, and I'm sorry if I've waffled a load of crap, but yeah, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care.